The cub wants to move the rocks because his mother is crushed under the rocks. The rocks are too big. The cub couldn't move them. The cub had to go away. A frog ran past the cub. The cub fell into a puddle and the frog slipped away deep in the forest. A father and his son were sitting around a campfire. The father is removing the grease from the bear's hide. The son is proofreading his shotgun. Early in the morning, the cub rolls down the hill. The hunter measures the huge footprints and uses the temperature of the scat to make a judgment. The bear should be nearby. A big grizzly is enjoying a mushroom. A pine cone falls on the grizzly's head. The grizzly scratches an itch with a tree trunk. The shifting branches attract the hunter's attention. The hunter sneaks up on the grizzly. The grizzly is unaware of the danger. The hunter's gun is already aimed at the grizzly. A shot is fired. The bullet hits the grizzly's leg. Realizing the danger, the grizzly escapes. The hunter continues to look for the grizzly. Horses neigh in the distance. The grizzly has attacked the hunter's horses. Only one of the 3 horses is left. The hunter was on the alert. Cub sneaks up behind grizzly. The wounded grizzly bear lies in the ditch and wails. The cub slowly approached the grizzly. The cub licked the grizzly bear's wound. The grizzly bear understands the bear's kindness. The grizzly took the bear in. The hunters decided to use hounds on the grizzly. The grizzly caught fish for the cub. The cubs would never be hungry again. The grizzly taught the cubs how to hunt. The first step is to approach the target quietly. The second step is to seize the moment and strike quickly. The third step is to enjoy the hunt. The cub fell asleep on top of the grizzly. The cub found some colorful mushrooms. After eating the colorful mushrooms, the cub were hallucinating. The hounds found the grizzly's footprints by the river. Grizzly and cub looked into the distance together. After a lot of hard work, the cub finally climbed to the top of the mountain. Grizzly and cub stood at the top and looked out. The hunters are coming after them. The cubs hide in a cave. Several hounds surrounded the grizzly. The grizzly and the hounds fight. 2 of the hounds are pushed off the cliff. The cub in the cave were trembling with fear. By the time the hunters arrived, the grizzly had escaped. The hunter is washing his hair with mountain spring water. Grizzly bear appears behind the hunter. The grizzly let out a roar. The hunter is forced to the edge of a cliff. The hunter begs the grizzly to leave him alone. The grizzly bear seems to understand the hunter's plea. The grizzly turned and left. It was a long time before the hunter looked up. The hunter grabbed his shotgun and went after the grizzly. He aimed the shotgun at the grizzly's ass. The hunter fired a shot in the air, signaling the grizzly to run. The hunter's uncle arrived soon after. He took his gun and aimed it at the grizzly. The hunter pressed the barrel of his uncle's gun. The 2 men watched the grizzly walk off into the woods. The 3 hunters packed up and headed for home. The hunter undid the belt around the cub's neck. The hunters went on their way home. The cub ran out of the forest. The hunter drove the cub back into the forest. The cub watched the hunters from the hillside. A cougar spotted the cub in the distance. The cub was trapped a dead tree branch by the cougar. The cub fell into the river with the branch in his arms. The cougar forces the cub to the shore. The cub was scratched by the cougar. The cougar suddenly turned away. The grizzly bear appeared behind the cub. Winter is coming. The cub and the grizzly went into the cave to hibernate.